G'day guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean and today we're looking at this microphone from THRONMAX. This is a high performance USB microphone that costs about $190 here in Australia, and so today we're going to get it out of the box, share with you guys what comes included, put it together, show you guys how it actually looks, and then most importantly get it connected to my PC behind me so you can hear how it actually sounds. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to chuck it a like, get subscribed, and let's begin. Now guys, before we do the unboxing, I just want to say a big thank you and shout out to the THRONMAX team because they are actually letting me give this microphone away to one lucky winner in Australia or New Zealand. I'm sorry I can't do the whole world right now, but basically there is a Gleam link down in the video description and all you have to do is go down there, click on the link. There is a number of different ways you can enter and one lucky person will be getting this microphone. We'll announce the winner on a live stream as well, so make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell, all that good stuff so you don't miss out. Okay, on with the video. So let's get this microphone out of the box and see what comes included. So first things first, we've actually got a pretty decent travel case. So if you are a musician, maybe someone who does podcasts, someone who travels with their microphone, it's good to have a little carry case for all your accessories. So THRONMAX come in with the goods here. So we've got the carry case, and if we unzip it, we should hopefully see all of our cables and the microphone and everything else. So, and this case as well can actually be used for something else down the road if you want to. So we've got here the microphone, the stand is already attached, which is really nice. You've also got this bracket here, so if you want to go ahead and use it on a existing boom arm or a stand that you may already have, you've actually got that stand basically included in the box already. And then on the other side, you've got your cables. So you've got a braided 2-meter USB Type A to Type C cable with a right angled connection. So that's really nice. So USB Type A goes into your PC, USB Type C obviously goes into your microphone. And then we've also got another cable here, which is not braided, a little bit shorter, 1.5 meters in length. This is a Type A to Type C again. I'm not sure if this was a mistake because on the outside of the box, it does say Type C. So I'm not sure if whether or not they were meant to put a Type C to Type C cable in there, but anyway, we've got two cables, one's braided and one's not, one's longer and one's a little bit shorter. Then we've got this cute little do not disturb sign that you can put on your door if you are someone who streams from home or makes videos like I do, to let everyone know that you are making a video. And then you've got some stickers, so if you want to go ahead and flex the THRONMAX brand, you can whack that on your PC or whatever you want. Then we've got a user manual because this is basically a driverless microphone. What that basically means is you don't need any software to use this microphone. So if you want to go ahead and configure or understand the dials and the settings, obviously you've got your user guide there, and then we've got the microphone which is currently strapped in. So let's go ahead and get these straps out of the way. We can see what the microphone is actually like to hold. Pull this out. Maybe we'll put the box down on the ground. And so we've got this stand here, which is actually a pretty nice stand. It's made of I don't know if it's a plastic or if it's a combination of plastic and something else, but it's a plastic stand. You've got some dials here on the side that you can loosen or tighten. So if you want to set the angle, you've got a dial here, two dials actually, and I'll tell you what they do in a second. And then on the back, we've got this LED meter, which I believe there is actually a bottom down here as well, to sort of give you a visual indicator of what mode that you have it in. So the dial on the front. Hey guys, Future Sean here. I just wanted to make this clip really quickly because I am literally editing the video right now and I noticed that I made a bit of an error when it comes to those dials. The top dial is the microphone gain knob and the bottom is for adjusting the volume. And also the bottom button I said is for cycling through the different modes. That's actually for changing the different RGB effects and lighting modes that are on this microphone. So I just wanted to come on here and make this little clarification rather than put text on the screen, which is what I normally do. Hope that helps. Anyway, on with the video. This top one will actually allow you to adjust the volume of whatever you're listening to. And then this bottom dial is actually your gain. So it's that vertigain technology. So you can essentially turn up the gain if you want the microphone to be more sensitive. Maybe you're someone who does, like ASMR, you're eating into the microphone or whatever it might be. But you can go ahead and adjust the gain so it's either more sensitive or louder, whatever you want to call it. Then we've got the capsule up the top, which is in this, nice, I guess, stainless steel or metal design. I'm actually really digging that. And then down the bottom here, we've got the USB Type-C connection, obviously for the cable. And then we've got a thread here, so you can go and thread it onto a boom arm or a stand if you already have one. Now lastly, it's all about positioning with a microphone. So with this one, the actual correct way to have it configured, if you are going to be buying it and picking it up and using this video as a reference for later, is to actually have the microphone either in a way where you're talking into the top of it like this, or having it with the dials on the other side and talking into the back of it or the front of it, depending on who you are. These dials are intended to be used like how I am right now. So you're talking into the back, you've got that LED display, remember, on this side here, so you can actually monitor your levels. And then you've got this gain dial, and then you've also got your output dial, so you can turn up or down whatever it is that you're listening to. But basically though, you want to have it either basically perfectly straight, and then, you know, or on a 45-degree angle talking into it like this. And realistically, you want about a 15 centimeter, 20 centimeter gap between your mouth and the microphone. So that's pretty much it in terms of the accessories and a quick tour of the microphone. What we'll do now though is actually get it hooked up to my PC, and we'll do a sound test using it on the existing stand, and then another sound test putting it onto a boom arm to see if there's any real difference. Okay guys, we've got the microphone connected and hooked up to the PC, and this is your first impressions on hearing my voice through this microphone. In terms of the configuration, it's set to about 20 centimeters away from my mouth. It's in that cardioid pickup pattern with the gain set to about 50%. So this is how it's going to sound if you're planning on having it on your desk and you're doing a Zoom call or a Discord call, or maybe just gaming with friends. This is the sound that they can basically expect. Now, in terms of aesthetics, I actually think that this microphone looks pretty sick. I love the RGB element on the capsule and that RGB ring down below, but then you've also got this LED visual indicator to help you I guess know if you're clipping or talking too loud, or if the gain's up too much, or if you've got the microphone on or off. I think that's super helpful. But then you've also got this capacitive button down the bottom, which lets you cycle through the different modes, and then also a microphone mute button, so you can just easily tap that to kill the microphone. So if you know you're on the phone, or maybe someone's talking to you and you don't want that to come across in your meeting or when you're gaming with friends, it's really easily accessible to just quickly tap that and do that on the microphone. Now, we haven't got it in the most ideal situation, being about 20 centimeters away from our mouth. Generally speaking, microphones sound a lot better when you talk into microphones when they're a bit closer to your mouth like it is here. So if you're able to put this on a boom arm and have it closer to the mouth, you will definitely get a much better experience, and that's probably what I would recommend. But if you are just going to have it on your desk like so, I still think that the sound of this microphone and what it captures is actually pretty good. Now, something to flag that I think is noteworthy is the fact that if you touch the stand like this, or if you're planning on handling or touching the microphone whilst you're recording, it does pick up a lot of those, I guess, touches and impacts through the capsules. So just be careful with it when you are using it. Generally speaking, it's sort of set and forget with microphones, but I just wish there was some way you could dampen it a little bit so you could actually maybe hold the microphone if you wanted to. But then the other thing is, if you want to go ahead and maybe cycle through the RGB elements whilst you're in the call, or while you're recording like this, people are going to hear that pretty clearly, and it's going to be super annoying. So what I would say is that once you've got it set to the color that you want and in the position, try not to touch it or bump it, because people will definitely hear that. And I hope maybe in the future THRONMAX can try and find a remedy on how they can maybe minimize some of those sounds and vibrations through the microphone. So we've now got the microphone on a boom arm. It's much closer to my mouth, about 5 centimeters away, and it just sounds so much better. All the settings on the microphone are the exact same as what it was before on the stand on the desk, and just simply by getting it closer to your mouth, it's going to be really essential to, you know, improve the clarity of your voice. Now, as a bit of a comparison as well, as we're using a USB microphone, I wanted to show you guys something that is twice the price. Probably sounds better in your opinion, but not portable at all. Like, you have to have a dedicated mixer, a dedicated XLR cable. You can't just plug and play into multiple devices willy-nilly. So what I'll do is I'll quickly mute the THRONMAX microphone, and I'll unmute my XLR microphone. Okay, so now we're using a microphone from Yamaha. This is one that costs about $180 by itself without the mixer. If we add on the mixer, it probably comes around to about $400, so much more expensive, not super practical. You know, I personally like how this sounds, and it's good for me because it doesn't go anywhere, but it does cost a lot more money. If we go back to the THRONMAX, this is how the THRONMAX sounds. So now you have a bit of a comparison between a USB microphone and an XLR microphone that costs a lot more money. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any comments or questions about anything that I've talked about, let me know down in the comment section. Links to everything is in the video description, as well as my social media, links to the boom arm, links to THRONMAX, links to the competition if you want to enter that if you're in Australia or New Zealand. And that's pretty much it for this video. So maybe go check out now some of the other microphone reviews that I've done to get a comparison, and hopefully this video helps you out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.